Hey, what's going on? It's Thomas, and in this video I want to show you exactly how you can promote Clickbank weight loss offers on Facebook without getting banned. So if you're familiar with Facebook ads in any sense, then you're probably already aware that promoting weight loss offers and other certain niches can definitely put you at risk of getting banned fast. Now, in fairness, at the minute and over the last 6 or so months, anyone is at risk of getting banned. I mean, you don't even have to run Facebook ads and you could get banned. That's how it's been over the last year or so. So it's not just weight loss or aggressive offers. You need to be aware, even if you go into the most ultra white hat campaign and offer running in your ad account, you are still at risk of getting banned. Facebook can have a disliking, they can link you to something way back for whatever reason, and that can be enough for them to ban you. So don't think that if you're running something ultra compliant that you're totally safe. You're not. You're still at risk of getting banned. But especially when you're running more aggressive offers, such as weight loss, such as diabetes and other, sort of grey hat areas, they're totally fine. Weight loss, for instance, you can run weight loss offers. That isn't against compliance, but there's definitely some things you need to look out for from the offer. Obviously, you need to have a legit offer, and also how you go about promoting sort of the ad copy that you use, the landing page that you use, etc. So in this video, we're going to go through a few tips that I think are really important and that I use in order for me to keep my accounts alive as long as possible. Now, that doesn't mean I don't get banned. I don't think there's any way of staying 100% safe completely. However, these definitely do minimize the risk for sure. So without further ado, let's jump into the computer. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go through some examples, and hopefully you can take this away, take action, and prolong your campaigns if you choose to promote weight loss offers. So let's get into it. All right, so hopefully you see my screen, and the first thing that I think is important is an aged domain. So one of the flags, and there is many flags for Facebook ads and what they look for, is obviously trust. Trust being anything from your ad account, your Facebook page, your domain, your advertising history. Now, domain, right? So if they see a brand new domain that has literally just been registered 5 minutes ago, you've quickly diverted a CNAME to ClickFunnels, whipped up a landing page and launched a Facebook ad, that's an instant red flag. This is what happens. People get banned, they quickly get a new domain, they put something up and launch it again so they don't lose any momentum in their campaign. It's a red flag. Facebook sees a brand new domain. Do we want to take the risk on this brand new domain and let them advertise? Or shall we just play it safe because we don't really know what their advertising history is? We don't have any history on this domain. Let's just ban their account and stop them right now before they get any momentum and potentially put us at risk of giving our users a bad experience, right? So the domain is really important. So what I like to do is I like to buy aged domains that have already been registered, they have history, they're not brand new, and those have a better standing. And I see that when I launch campaigns, my aged domains, the campaigns that are using an aged domain, get approved way faster than something like a domain that has literally just been registered over the last few days, right? So it shows that they are, they do have better standing. Now, obviously, an aged domain, you still need to be careful, right? You can't just buy any aged domain. You need to make sure that the domain you're going to buy hasn't promoted shady stuff in the past, right? The last thing you want to do is buy an aged domain and then find out it's promoted dick pills or something like that, right? So you definitely need to be careful. So there's a few things that you can do. I like to use the website expireddomains.net. You can sign up for a free account. There's no cost to it. And what I'll do is I'll come in and I'll think of something that I want to search, right? So I'll think of a keyword for a health offer, vibrant, right? So I'm going to search for vibrant. And let's see what we've got. So we have a ton of domains come up. We've got 13,000 domains. We can see what TLDs are available. I want to stack up the .coms that are available. So I'm going to just stack it up. And now we've got all these green lights that, the .coms are available. Now I can also go in and add other filters. So like how many characters, do they include numbers, hyphens, or just letters, right? And then obviously a few other things that you can see all these other different things, just .coms to show up, AdWords and SEO. If you're involved in SEO and you want to get some backlinks that are already added to the site, you can obviously play around with that. I don't really know anything about that, but those are the options. So let me hide the filter. I'm not going to go too far into it, but you can play around with this, right? So instantly what I can see is bealiveandvibrant.com. Pretty good domain. That's probably a domain that I'd go for. And it's available across the board on all these TLDs. .com is what I'd probably go for. But I can also see when it was first registered. So 2008, I could hover above this, the birth year of the domain using whois, backlinks. You can hover over these columns and see what they mean, right? But this one looks pretty good because it's 13 years old. It doesn't look like it's got too much as in the way of backlinks or anything. It doesn't have any backlinks according to this, which isn't a bad thing, because obviously if it's got loads of backlinks on, it could mean that we're picking up something that's maybe promoted something shady. It maybe hasn't as well. It might not be totally legit, but you never know, right? So I'm going to copy the domain and I'm going to go to the Wayback Machine or the web archive, and I'm going to paste it in there, and I'm going to see if we can find what's been running on this site. So here we go. Okay, so it looks like it was last seen in 2015. I'm just going to whack 2011 up. We're just going to choose the February snapshot and see if we can open this up and see if there's anything that we can find out about this website. Okay, so here we are. This looks like what it was. So look and feel alive and vibrant, stress, empower yourself, wake up, blah, 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 past 30 years. Okay, so I don't see anything too crazy here. Biofeedback. I don't know if we'll be able to see some of the pages. Hopefully we will. Quantum biofeedback means nothing to me. I don't know what this is. So potentially there might be something about this that we might not like. For me, on first impressions, it actually looks pretty good. As in, like, obviously it looks a really old, aged website, but it doesn't look like it's been promoting anything shady. There's no crazy supplements or pills that might flag us here, right? So what I would do is I'd go through the whole history of this website and just check the snapshots, just in case it transferred hands at one point and there was a different website on this. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Now, another place I'll go to just to make sure is the debugger, right? So I've pasted in the website there. Click debug, and this is Facebook debugger. You can just search that in Google, Facebook debugger, and it'll bring this up. Basically, it shows us if his website has ever been seen on the Facebook platform. So that could mean someone running ads. That could mean someone sharing a post on their page or profile. That could mean a business page has put their website link in that Facebook page. So it doesn't mean just because there's stuff on here, doesn't mean that it's anything bad. It just means Facebook's seen this domain, which isn't a bad thing, but we want to be careful, right? So we can see here it's fetched URL, the root domain, link preview, image, so gdwhite.gif. See if we can find that. No, we can't. So, I mean, nothing crazy jumping out at me here. I would still be careful. I'd want to go back through the Wayback Machine just to make sure that this is legit and there's nothing too shady going on. But I mean, this probably would be a website that I'd try. Sometimes I like there not to be any type of history in Facebook debugger, just so it's a fresh domain to Facebook. So I know for sure there hasn't been any crazy ads running on it or any terrible feedback. But because of the age of this domain and because of that first glimpse of the website, I think this would probably be all right. But you never know. You got to do your research. You got to do a little bit of digging. All right, so the next thing I'd do is I'd go and build a blog. Okay, so I'd buy my domain, aged domain, and then I'd put a blog on it. So I've used the Wayback Machine again to show you an example. This is actually a blog of mine that I've had. I've let it expire because we don't use this anymore. But this is one that we set up, again, I think the beginning of last year. And I mean, it didn't look like this. It looked a lot better, but obviously the way that this has been brought back inside the Wayback Machine has sort of made it a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but this was nicely set out. I think it was using a free or very cheap WordPress theme. Got a content writer off Upwork to write some content. Obviously, we were in the middle of the coronavirus, so we made it themed towards that and a couple of articles. Anti-aging foods for younger looking skin, boost your immune system, relevant to COVID when it was going on. Skincare remedies, home remedies for deep sleep, boost your, boost your immune system, increase metabolism. So we had all these different content articles written from someone on Upwork for a pretty affordable price. It was an American writer, a lady in the US, and I want to say it was like 3 cents a word. Okay, so a 500 word article would cost us $15 and be delivered within 48 hours, and obviously with good quality and research and everything done. So this is what we used, and we had all these articles written, and I wanted to give you an incline, an example of what we did as a blog, right? So we set up the blog, and the reason why we do this, again, is to show Facebook that we've got trust, right? We've got a blog, a WordPress blog on the root domain, we've got some good content that's relevant to our audience, and obviously we just want to build that trust with Facebook. It's the main thing we want, is that trust. That's the one big thing that we want. It's going to help us massively in keeping our campaigns running long term, right? So like I said, a blog is really easy to set up on WordPress. Most people can do that pretty easily within an hour or two. There's a ton of free themes that you can use that are easily usable, and there's also paid ones as well. So it's up to you and your budget. And then obviously, if you can't write them yourself, you can hire a content writer off of Upwork, off of Fiverr, off of any of the freelancing sites. You can also buy PLR packages, which are pretty good, which I would twist the words a little bit. I'd have them rewritten, just because you don't want to have duplicate content to other things. That might give you a little bit of a black mark. Not that you're using this for SEO, but obviously you don't know what Facebook are looking at exactly. So you could use iWriter.com to spin up or rewrite the articles that you buy in PLR. That might be a good shout as well. But that's what I do. I get the blog set up on our aged domain. That would be the first 2 steps that I do. Okay. And then it'd be about warming everything up. Okay. So we've got our domain, we've got our blog set up. I'd go about then warming up 1, our ad account, 2, our page, and 3, our domain. And obviously the business manager would come into that as well. So Facebook ad account, the first thing I'd want to be doing, and in fact, I'll take you over to a campaign or ad account that we've got running right now. So right now, this ad account is running a weight loss offer. Okay, I'm going to cover things up because I don't want everyone seeing what we're doing, but this is running a weight loss offer in Clickbank, and it's doing pretty well. Obviously, there's been other campaigns running. The campaign that's running right now is only just started, but we've got other campaigns that have been doing pretty well. Now, as you can see, the lifetime right now has been $15,000 spent in this one account of what you can see. So when I'm coming to warming up accounts, like I said before, there's a few different aspects to it. So I want to warm up the ad account, right? I want to make sure that we have enough spend to earn that trust. Going back to that trust factor, we need that trust from Facebook. So what I'll do is I'll boost posts. We post into our Facebook page daily. We're running page like campaigns that you can see here. We're running boosted posts. We're running post engagement campaigns. We're trying to get as much credibility to this Facebook page as possible, whilst also building up trust and billing thresholds inside our Facebook ad account, which is a really important factor. So we're trying out all different types of ad campaigns. The one thing we're not going to do is we're not going to jump straight into a conversion campaign, because again, that's an instant red flag, and that'll end up getting you banned super, super quick. So we take our time, we start boosting posts, we start running page-like campaigns. Maybe we do an awareness campaign, brand awareness. Maybe we do some video views or traffic campaign. And then we're starting to get that domain warmed up at the same time, right? So what we'll do is we'll link to our page, okay? So to our blog, sorry. So we'll post on our page, and, going back to the blog that I just showed you, the 7 deep sleep remedies or whatever it was, maybe we post on our Facebook page, check out this blog article to check out the deep sleep remedies. And then maybe we boost that post. Now what we're doing there is we're starting to get trust on our domain. Obviously we've got an aged domain, so there's a little bit of trust there anyway, but now we're starting to sort of stack up that trust, because Facebook's seeing, okay, this ad is running to this domain, it's a good article, it's a blog, etc. Good content, the audience is finding it relevant. That's good trust building scores for us right there. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Now, I still prefer to really make sure I warm up my ad account. Now this is an optional method. I recommend it, but I know not many people want to do this because they don't have the patience in order to do it. But what I like to do is I like to run a lead gen offer in the ad account first before I do a conversion campaign for the weight loss offer. And again, the reason is I want to get the trust. So I'll have all my page like stuff, my domain stuff, my boosted posts running. But then what I'll do is maybe I'll run a roofing offer in this ad account because I want to get a conversion campaign published and approved in the account before I start running the Clickbank weight loss stuff, right? So I'll show you campaign delivery deleted. We've got, this is the deleted campaigns, $26,000 in spend, right? So we were running roofing offers in this campaign, in this ad account. And now the good thing about that is we make money on these roofing offers as well. So we're not just like warming the ad account and not making any money back. And you don't have to spend $26,000 to warm up the ad account. It's a bit excessive, but it's good to get that conversion campaign, that first conversion campaign in a new ad account published and approved. Now, if you go straight in and publish a Clickbank or weight loss offer, potentially that's going to put you at risk. In fact, it's going to put you at a lot more risk than if you publish something for a more compliant offer, like a roofing lead gen offer or whatever, right? So I like to do it that way. I like to get some spend, maybe spend $1,000 on the conversion campaign, showing Facebook that, you know, we're to be trusted, this ad account's cool, we've got this campaign that's been approved, our ads have been approved, we're spending money, we've not missed any of our billing thresholds or our billing payments, which is a really important factor. You do not want to have your billing payment method fail, okay, on any payment. Obviously, as you build more and more trust, you know, it's a little bit better. You can allow it to fail. Obviously, you don't want to allow it to fail, but it doesn't matter as much than if you have a new ad account and the first payment that they try and take, it fails. That's going to be a big red flag. So you want to make sure you've got money in the account on that billing payment method to be able to be taken out, right? And you want to try and get that threshold of your billing up as high as possible. Some people say, you know, after the first payment's taken, which is usually around $20, you can then launch a conversion campaign. Some people say to try and get like $100 threshold. So when they start taking $100, which is usually 4 or 5 billings taken before they move you up to that level, I would say, you know, a little bit higher, you know, the $250, $300 mark is when you can start looking at a conversion campaign. So boosted posts, traffic campaigns, all that good stuff, until you hit the level where you've got that $200, $300 billing threshold, then launch a conversion campaign with the white hat offer if you can. And then as you go through and you spend a little bit more money, hopefully you're making money back because you're promoting another affiliate offer, which is more compliant. Once you've made some more money back, you can then start looking at launching the conversion campaign for the Clickbank weight loss offer. Hopefully that's making sense. I know it's a little bit confusing, but I think it's really important. You know, the amount of ad accounts that I see go down because they just launch a conversion campaign promoting the Clickbank offer straight off the bat. You know, you'd be surprised. Like I see probably 95% of people who do that will get banned pretty much straight away. So it's really important that you get that trust built. And the thing is, you know, the patience issue, you want to launch the weight loss offer as soon as possible because you want to start making decent money. You just have to have that patience. And if you can promote something whilst you're building up the trust that can pay you still, like a roofing offer, like an insurance lead gen offer. Lead gen would probably be the best way because it's easier to convert, easier to get the payments back, etc. And obviously usually way more compliant. So if you have a CPA network, you could try other Clickbank offers like in the DIY niche, which are more compliant. But I just like to make sure that I'm going to get paid pretty quick. So a lead gen offer helps. We can be profitable on day one with the lead gen offers. Not as much profit as the Clickbank weight loss stuff and not as much volume usually because we've got a cap on the offer, which you can see in my other videos. I talk about caps. But anyway, yeah, that's the way I'd go for sure. Now the next step is choosing an offer. Okay, so we're going to look at the Clickbank offers now. I'm not going to go into the white hat compliant offers. I want to show you how I choose a Clickbank offer. So I'm going to skip over to Clickbank and sign in again. So we skip over to Clickbank and we're going to go to the marketplace, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to advanced search, okay? Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure we've got a JV page. So the whole idea of this is I want to make sure that the offer that we're going to choose is kitted out for affiliates, right? It's kitted out for affiliates who are going to run on Facebook. So what I want to do is I just want to make sure they've got an affiliate tools page. Surprisingly, not all vendors do. And some vendors, for some of the biggest products on the platform, have a very minimalistic affiliate page. I don't want that. I want to make sure that these guys understand and know that how to treat and provide tools for guys that are going to be, or affiliates that are going to be promoting weight loss offers, right? So we can see straight away we've got Okinawa Flat Belly Tonic, which I've promoted and done pretty well with this year. We've got Diabetes Freedom, which is a digital product from the same guys as the Okinawa Flat Belly Tonic. These are the same vendors behind this product. We've got Resurge, which is a terrible JV page, but I'll show you an example of it. What else we got? Let's scroll down a little bit. See what we've got. We've got Lean Belly Free. We'll check out there as well. Okay, so let's look at, I didn't want to see that. I thought I'd opened the JV page. Apologies. So let me just go back to Research because I want to show you an example of why I don't like this JV page. This is the JV page. Okay, this is the affiliate page. So there's no tools, there's no information, there's no tips. It's basically generate your link and that'll do you, okay? Let's have a look. I mean, you do have the option to have no autoplays, which is a big one for Facebook, but that's it. There's no real instructions or tips. So I don't like it, okay? So let's have a look at Beyond 40 because I don't think I've checked these guys out. $5 EPC seems a little bit stretched. It's similar to the Resurge one. Very similar to the Resurge one. It's got some email swipes. But again, not that great. Flat Belly Tonic. So this one's a better example, okay? So we've got some good information about the offer, which is handy to know. We need to know what we want to write in our ad copy, the hooks. You know, we've got this tonic supplement, 20-second Japanese tonic. Already in the first few lines, we've got an idea of what we can use in our ad copy, right? Who buys, okay? Men and women over 30. Okay, that's good to know. So like we can promote to both men and women. A lot of people who are doing weight loss only promote to women, stupidly. We'll do another video on that another day. 3 reasons you should promote, okay? Only tonic drink. So it's like a powder. Super high conversion rates, obviously we want to see that. $5 EPCs, average order value of 210. I mean, I don't know if that's their own testing and that. I feel like this is a little bit stretched. You know, I did definitely get some good EPCs with this offer, maybe $2.50. Average order value, not as high as that, maybe $1.50, but you know, some people might have hit that for sure. Platinum award winner, so it's a vendor that knows what they're doing, make our affiliates a lot of money, some testimonials, generate your links, so no exit pop, no autoplay, no exit pop and autoplay, which is pretty important for Facebook. They don't want to see exit pops, they don't want to see autoplays on the video. Some guidelines to follow, email swipes, tracking pixels, Facebook ad resources. This is what we want to see. We want to see this, okay? This is key for if we're looking to promote something on Facebook. We want to know that these guys understand and support people running on Facebook. So, you know, you can read through this yourself. I'm not going to go through everything, but use a landing page. So they're giving you some tips. Avoid terms such as weight loss, belly, fat loss, really important. You don't want to be using any terms like that. You definitely as well, just to add on to this, you don't want to be promising them to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time either. You want to stay away from time frames as much as possible. You want to make it story-based. That's what we do and it works really well. Unusual breakfast tonic. So here's some, you know, key terms, hooks and angles that you can use to around if you're going to promote this. Then what we've got Facebook ad headlines. So they even give you examples of the headlines which you can use. Commission structure. So this would be way, way better promoting something like this. So this would be something I'd be like, okay, yeah, this looks good. So what I'd do then is I'd go up and then obviously this isn't, I'm just going to take the main URL because I know this is the main URL for the actual offer as well. And I'd go to my trusty spy tool, Ad Spy, and I'd change this to landing page URL and I'll find anyone promoting this. I want to make sure this is working. I want to make sure this offer converts. Okay, so we've got recent dates, 21st of April, 20th of April, video, we're getting ideas of ad copy that people are using. We've got another affiliate here, another one. Okay, so like there's a good amount of people promoting this flat belly tonic. This sort of proves that this offer is converting. If this offer didn't convert on Facebook, we wouldn't see this many affiliates promoting it, okay? There's a lot of people promoting this, which is a really good sign. I mean, there's a ton of people promoting this, so this is really, really good. We also can see the type of creative image, video, and ad copy that they use. So, I mean, we could go and open this up. Hopefully it's still about that we can see it. So we can open one of these ads up. Here's the video. Here's the ad copy. Here's the landing page, hopefully. Okay, so we've got a quiz. So now we've got a good idea of what we can do here, all right? Which leads me on to the next tip, okay? And that's using a three-step funnel at least, right? So the way I like to set things up, this keeps it ultra safe, right? A lot of people have the landing page and then go straight to the offer. That's not the way to do it because that's gonna instantly get you banned. Facebook's going to be able to see on your landing page where you're redirecting to. And if they see that you're redirecting to flatbellytonic.com and 1 million affiliates are all promoting that and they're starting to get in bad flack, then that domain, flatbellytonic.com, is going to have a black flag next to it, okay? So if they see anyone redirecting to that specific domain that's got a black flag next to it or a black mark, then that's going to be a very, very high possibility of you getting banned if they see you redirecting to that site. So the way I like to do it, if I want to promote that domain that a lot of people are promoting, and obviously there's going to be a potential amount of flack that that domain's got, is I'll have my landing page, okay? And that might be the quiz, or it might be like a start quiz button on that landing page, which they click. They then go to the second landing page, which is maybe the quiz page. They complete the quiz. They then go through and say, oh, I want to see my results. Then they go through to the third page, which would be the thank you page with their results on. And from there, they can go through to the offer page. So I have 3 pages before they even see the offer. Now, Facebook, we don't know exactly how many pages they look at. If it's a manual reviewer, if you've definitely had some flack before, they might go through all of the pages in the funnel to find you. But if not, if it's the bots that are reviewing it, which usually it is, they'll only look at the page 1 and page 2 redirects, okay? So they'll look at page 1, your landing page, they'll look at the redirect to page 2, and if that's clean, you should be okay, all right? So those are the tips. Now, a bonus tip for me won't really stop you from getting banned, but it definitely will help keep on earning money if you do get banned, and that's building an email list. So what I do is after they complete the quiz, I have an email pop up, they opt in with their email to get their results, and then obviously I build my email list. And if I do get banned, shut down, Facebook dies overnight, I have an email list that I can continue to promote offers to. And although my Facebook ad earnings will be affected, my email earnings won't. And I can easily earn anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a day just from the email list, okay? So that's a real bonus tip that's ultra important and so many affiliates on Facebook ignore. So hopefully that's given you a few good tips that you can use. I'm conscious of the video getting a little bit extended, touching 30 minutes. So I'm going to cut it there. Hopefully that's given you a good idea of some of the things that you can do to prevent or minimize getting your ad accounts banned while still promoting juicy offers like the weight loss offers. Any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in the next video.